It's nurturing yourself rather than others, because the thing is, we cannot truly love another until we truly love ourselves. So this is, I feel, the overall theme of all of these readings that I've done so far, and especially for you. Okay, so it's almost like give yourself nurture, look on yourself and treat yourself like you would do a child. Okay, a child or a guest coming to stay at your house, you would be like, oh, do you want to put your feet up? Would you like a nice cup of tea? Do you want cake? You want, whatever. Do all of this for yourself. Okay, I'm the worst one with this. I was talking to my friend the other day, and I love cooking, and I'm quite a good cook. My mother was an amazing cook, my mother and my nana. So I learned a lot from them. And I never follow recipes. It's just like I intuitively cook, I think. But I never do it for myself. Never, ever. I'll grab something on the way, or I'll eat super noodles or something like that. I never take the time to cook for myself. And the other night, my friend said, go home and cook. And I did. And I really enjoyed it, and there was no guilt there. So like I say, this is something, really look after you, because you cannot truly look after another or love another until you're looking after and loving yourself. Okay, so this is it. This is all new ideas. This is all like, it's almost like you're having a mind map here, and these are all these things to do, because it's almost like up until now, this year has been a bit of a struggle for you, which it has a lot of signs, but I feel this month is like the bridge. This is the catalyst for you. And as you get into October, it's kind of, I can breathe a sigh of relief. And I'm looking at October there, and I'm looking at the colours and the autumn leaves, and, the like I say, the jewel on the grass, the way everything sparkles. Autumn is a very, very beautiful time. And, I thought about it the other day, and for the first time since I've been on this island, I actually got homesick, and I got homesick for autumn. And that's what I got homesick for, because it's almost like I don't like winter. Summer's good, but summer's playtime. And now it's the wind down, Gemini. And I feel this is coming in massively for you, before you hibernate for the winter and, get yourself all cozy. But this is going to be a massive source of healing for you as well, when you start looking after yourself, and this, I'm loving this reading. I'm really, really liking this for Gemini. So it's almost like you have the choice now. Do you stay in the pain, or do you heal? And this is the bridge that I think this month is going to allow you to cross. Okay, so do you hold the pain from the past, or do you let it go and allow yourself to heal? Okay, because this is what's coming in, and this is this month for you. So brilliant, because what is coming in as well after this is fun and joy and happiness and celebration, and basically celebrating your life, celebrating you. You are a unique being. There is only one of you, whether you're a twin or whatever, Gemini, the twins, but whether you're a twin or whatever, you are uniquely you, and you will not be perfect. Okay, you may strive to be perfect, but you will never ever get there, because none of us are. But we are all perfectly imperfect. Okay, and when you accept your flaws, and really embrace them, rather than trying to hide them or fix them, this is when you will have this newfound sense of self, which is coming through this. And this is when you will have this massive transformation, and you will see the world differently, and you will live differently as well. No longer will you be in the dark. It's almost like this month is going to turn that flashlight on you, and it's going to show you, that look, there is light there. There really, really is. And I also feel as well, it's a case of, if you have been holding back emotions, this month they're going to start to flow. Okay, but once you allow your emotions to flow, this is when you're going to flow. Okay, and you're going to flow with life. You're going to flow with life. And those of you that are single, I really feel that there is love coming for you. Okay, I feel within the next 2 months, but it's almost like you need to do this love for yourself. Have a love affair with yourself first, and then this is when, you're going to attract love to you, because this is the vibration you're going to be on. Those of you that are in relationships, I really feel there's a deepening. Okay, there's a real deepening coming of your relationship. It's almost like by looking this different way, and this is single and taken, or single and, I don't know, what would you say, partnered. it's looking at the disappointments that you've had in the past, maybe within your relationship, maybe with other relationships, okay, and seeing that there's nothing you can do about them, learning from them, seeing where you went wrong or where the other person went wrong or where the relationship started to go wrong, and saying, right, I'm going to know that for the future. I'm going to remember how not to do that. And once you do this, and it's almost like, from going from this feeling of like disappointment in what has maybe been lost or whatever, when we look at it as these people are just, in this revolving door that are allowing us to evolve, we can see that there are no real disappointments. Everything ended when it should have, and we learned something. So take what you learned from it and let the disappointment, sort of lay it by the wayside here, because that is what's been keeping you trapped, okay? And you're doing the work on yourself, and this is absolutely amazing, and you're building trust, and you're building trust within yourself, okay? And this is when you can go forward with a light heart, taking a light-hearted look at the world, knowing that the world is here to be enjoyed as well. You're not meant to be left out in the cold. And if you're chasing, sorry, they're coming in here, if you're chasing something, Gemini, okay, if some of you are chasing something, or trying to get something back, you really need to look at, why are you wanting something that doesn't want you? And that is a harsh reality, but it's almost like, know that you are worthy of so much more. Okay, if somebody isn't coming forward, then they don't want you. You can make as many excuses as you like. It's, oh, they're not ready, oh, they're scared, they're whatever. If somebody wants to be with you, they will make a way. They will do. So it's almost, this is where I'm saying, telling the truth to yourself. If somebody doesn't want to commit, they're not going to. Okay, if somebody doesn't want to be by your side, then they're not going to. And it doesn't matter what they say or whatever. Look at their actions rather than their words. So like I say, some harsh realizations, but good ones that will move you forward. And it's like, you're not coming along on this groove with me, that's cool. See you later, adios, because this is it. You want to start enjoying life. You want to step into your power here, and you're going to do it, because there you go. You are going from battle into victory. This is it, and I think the appraisal that you're going to get is better for yourself, okay? Because I feel some of you, there is a fire sign coming. Okay, there is a fire sign coming for you. There could be a link with overseas with this fire sign. And it's almost like, once you start thinking about what you're worth and what you want out of life, this is when you start manifesting it. So it's going to come to you, okay? But you've got to be very careful of where your thoughts go, because like I say, there's a lot of things in the past that haven't worked for you, and if they haven't worked, there's a reason for that, okay? So it's really get clear on everything you want and make sure that somebody ticks all of the boxes when they're coming. But what you've got to make sure as well is that you tick all of the boxes as well. So you've got to do this work on yourself, because I'm seeing a beautiful sharing here where you have been sort of butting heads, in the past, and it's like, God, this is, why can I not make this work? And this square peg will not go in this round hole. Why? It's because it's not meant to. Let it go and find the square peg, that will go in the square hole. That's what you need to do. And this is where you will get your happiness. And this is where I feel you're ready to go forward. There's a lot of love in you here, but you need to free yourself from the shackles of the past, and you need to start looking at your long-term security and future. And you're strong enough to do this, because this month you are coming to it's a completion. That's it. It's like you're drawing a line under it and you're going, right, okay, no more. This is the new me. This is the new me, and I know my worth. I've learned that lesson, and I'm ready to graduate here, and I don't have to be cold and hard. I need to be soft and flexible and allow whatever is coming for me, because in the past I have held myself back. And maybe when you've been like pining for somebody that isn't there, that isn't stepping up, that isn't wanting to be there, you could have missed some great opportunities. So it's letting them fall away and being open to opportunity. If you stay clinging to the past, you will carry on getting what you've had. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. There you go. It sums it up. And this is a time now for you to walk forward, walk onward to happiness, okay? There is a gift coming for you. I do feel it could be a fire sign. I feel possibly Aries, okay? But this month, it is about you, getting yourself ready. It's almost like, think about if you're going to have a date with, the person who's going to end up the love of your life or whatever, you're going to take time getting ready for that, aren't you? You know, I mean, probably I wouldn't. I get a phone call, I'm like, all right, I'll be there in 5 minutes. I just whip my hair a little bit. It's probably where I go wrong. But yeah, this is it. So it's take the time, take the time on you so that you are presented there. Not, I don't mean makeup and hair and stuff. I mean, you're coming from a heart base. You're finding that you love yourself as well. There's a film I watched the other day. I was poorly on Friday and it was thunder and lightning here. And I just put, like numbing movies that you don't even have to think about. And there was one, and I can't remember what it was called, but in it, the girl didn't think she was attractive. She wasn't the size 0. She wasn't the normal Hollywood, whatever. And she bangs her head in it. And then when she looks in the mirror, she sees herself as this like huge model, blah, blah, blah. And she just goes out and she's strutting her stuff and she's, giving these guys a number and all of that. And the thing is, she hasn't changed. Everybody is seeing her exactly as she is physically, and everything. But because her perception of herself has changed, she is putting on a different persona to the world. And she's all happy and she thinks it's because everybody sees her as slim and svelte and gorgeous. But it's not. It's because she believes in her, and that's it. They say the sexiest thing, somebody can wear, women or men, is a smile and self-belief, so this is what it is. Amy Schumer, well, yeah, that's who it is, Magic. Yeah, that's who it is. I forgot her name then. Like I say, I was just pretty numb line watching it, but it was cool and it had a good message. So this is it. It's about going out there, strutting your stuff, not in a conceited way, just in a I'm imperfectly perfect as I am, and I'm not gonna change that, accept it. And I am accepting it. And once you start to accept yourself, this is when you will find other people will accept you more as well. Okay. So I love this, Gemini. I really love it. Right. Okay. I'm going to pull a spirit card for you. I can't believe that dick at the beginning. I can't wait to go. I'm going to phone my cousin there and tell her what she will be. She will be crying on the floor. Absolutely crying on the floor. Yeah, that's what it's called. I feel pretty. What's that song? Was it off West Side Story? I feel pretty. I feel pretty. I feel pretty and happy and gay. And I pity any girl who isn't me today. That's this song, isn't it? I think, was it Natalie Wood? Everybody used to say my mom looked like Natalie Wood all the time. So, right. Okay. So the spirit card that I've got is good news. And this says, good news is coming your way. Something beautiful is about to manifest. Feelings of elation like you're on a cloud. It's time to celebrate all the wonder and the beauty in your life. And that's exactly what I've just said. And I feel with this, it's time to celebrate, how wonderful you are and how beautiful you are and how beautiful your life is. Okay. Once we switch that thought and we see it as, yes, I've had all these experiences, but I kind of go back and there is so much more for me to come, so this is it. You haven't lost anything. You've gained your freedom. So if somebody has left, then what they've done is made way for somebody so much better to come in, so see it like that, okay, rather than pining. So, like I say, I hope that makes sense. Some Geminis, please let me know as well if it does, because I do read all of the messages. I don't have time to reply to them all, but I do read every single message that comes through on YouTube and on my social media as well. I do. So thank you for that. And thank you for, your connection as well. I really appreciate that. Have an absolutely fabulous, fabulous September, Gemini. And if anybody does want a personal reading, it doesn't have to be that you have a problem. It can be about how can I be the best that I can be, because this is the way I work. I love to delve in and see where there are blocks that you might not be realizing yourself. Okay, that is my favorite part of tarot. I love the detective work. But I would love to connect with you and have a fantastic September, because I really feel you're going to step into your fabulousness. Okay, Satnam.